Yabba dabba doo, yamma the mamma, llama gamma goo, and yabba bebop, gamma juice, yabba the babba when the beat drop, and yabba dabba doo bop, and yabba da babba da wada woo wop, a woo wada su wada mama woo wop, a lu wada su wada mama woo wop, and yabba.
So earlier, my sister sent me this story and I find it extremely interesting and I want to talk about it. According to several reports, Jeannie Mai and Jeezy are raising their new child to be gender neutral. According to this source, it says that they believe their child should decide what their gender will be. They say expressing one's gender identity is a personal decision that a child should make on its own. Now, y'all know me, I am super radical. I don't even believe in attending gender reveal parties, and I think they're a waste of time because you're really revealing the baby's sex. But this is very progressive thinking, especially for somebody like Jeezy, and of course, the people in the comment section were not happy. They were saying things like, I didn't expect this from Jeezy, WTF, this new generation wild, Jeezy sold his soul, I wonder what they did with the real Jeezy. Child, I knew Jeezy was in the gone zone a long time ago. Like, what? However, I think this may be a false report because when they did reveal the child's name on The View,
I can't wait. Welcome to the world. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Oh. Monaco Mai Jenkins. Oh. That's a beautiful.
After this happened, Lonnie asked a question about the child's gender, and this is what Adrian had to say.
I don't know if that's a boy or a girl.
We don't. And guess what, real fam? We're actually going to be checking in with Jeannie very soon, and we will have right here on The Reel a gender reveal. So be on the lookout for that.
Now, if you're raising your child to be gender fluid, why would you have a gender reveal party on the show? So again, I'm not sure if this is true, but how do y'all all feel about gender neutral child rearing? I am completely here for it, but I think it would be something that's difficult to do considering the way society is set up. Make sure you like, follow, and comment what you think.
Y'all better come up here and get one of these.
What's that?
It's a chicken salad.
From where?
81st Deli.
What's on it?
Superior.
I don't know. I guess I'm not woke. Okay, fine. You win with your gay stuff. That's what
I can never put it into words, but I guess the best way I can say it is no matter how I choose to identify as a gender fluid person, society will still treat me like a black woman. And of course, cisgendered black women do face transphobia, misogyny, and all these other things, but when you identify as a gender fluid identity, you're still put on female stereotypes regardless of your gender identity. So essentially, it's a lived experience that you really cannot get rid of no matter how you choose to identify in your gender identity. And the best way I can say this is that no matter how I choose to identify in my gender identity, I will still face very cisgendered like stereotypes in regards to professional environment and gender. I hope that it makes sense.
An example to explain non-binary or gender fluid, that's what I identify most as. I'm going to use race, so insert your race here. I'm a black person, so it's like you're walking down the street, and you see a group of black people, and you don't literally think like, oh, black people just like me, but there's this unspoken like tether of kinship attached to that. So okay, now you're walking down the street, and you see a group of white people, and I don't literally think like, let me change the race. So I see a group of Mexican people, and I don't literally think like, or anything, but there's this disconnect. There's no kinship involved. And so, okay, now let's use gender. You're walking down the street, see a group of men, right? There's no kinship. There's no attachment that I feel. Walking down the street, and I see women. And again, there's just no connection. I don't feel like any gender. I feel like a skeleton in a skin mecha-suit who's just trying to play the game. Not to say I don't feel feminine or masculine, but like at the end of the day, what I truly identify most as is like...
For a person of color, you identify as non-binary, genderqueer, gender fluid, Oh my god. So I'm scrolling through TikTok, and this video comes up on my For You page. I'm the person who did this sound to create a safe space for black people of color who identify as non-binary. But it's I don't know, it's just really nice to see like people using it and seeing how diverse the community is. It's made me feel so much better, and I hope it has helped some of you out there also. Thank you. Lots of love and posy vibes.
That's fair. Sorry. I deserve it. Ow! That one really hurt. Sorry, sweetie. I just needed to get that out of my system.
What?
Behind you!
Oh my god!
Okay, if you're black or a person of color and you identify as non-binary, genderqueer, gender fluid, react to this video right now. Comment, like, duet this, stitch this, use this sound. I want the world to see your awesome faces. You are loved, you are valid, and you are awesome. I love you.
Jocelyn claims you actually tried to run her over in your car. Is that true?
Yeah.
You did?
She's not a Christian!
She could be a Jew and believe in God.
It doesn't matter.
I'm Igbo Nigerian, and my dad once told a story about how back in the day when Igbo babies were born, that they got their soul read, because sometimes it would be like your great-great uncle or great-great aunt soul in your child. And sometimes, and most times, that all the babies got the opposite gender soul. And I was like, so dad, like at birth, all of us are like non-binary. And he was like, don't ever say that again. Shut up. And then I learned years later that when Europeans first interacted with Igbo people, that they said, one, that we were civilized, and two, that we were very gender fluid, that when needed and when wanted, Igbo men got to transition into women and vice versa. Now, Igbo people are the most homophobic, gender role restricted people that you know. I get it, Christianity brings some of y'all peace, but really, Christianity made all of us boring as hell and hateful as shit.
Wanna play with boys and the boys wanna play with girls, and the girls wanna play with girls. Boys wanna play with boys. Oh boy, don't you love this?
Remember the first time we met?
You tried to kill me.
Let's recreate that scene.
It was all I ever asked of you. It was all I ever asked of you.
Finish the sentence. I'd rather be called a slur than...
Trying to hear white people pronounce my name. You would think it's easy, but I've heard Taj, Taju, Tajihi. It's Taj. It's one syllable. Hearing anybody say girls, gays, and theys. Being introduced or called anybody's gay best friend. Oh, here's a good one. Being told, you look so masculine. Comments about my hair. This doesn't necessarily mean compliments. I mean the it's so fluffy, it's so exotic type shit. Shut the fuck up. And finally, hearing any straight or cis man say, I'll go gay for you. No.
9/11 was bad.
I agree with that.
9/11. 9/11.
Came to the conclusion that racism isn't great. And I'm kind of going to say it like this so you think that it's a revolutionary.
Y'all just gonna see my forehead today because I don't have the energy. You know the deal. Tagging them in the caption. If I forget that, it's gonna be in the comment section. But like I see a lot of people tagging this one specific white trans creator. When it's definitely not just, it's really not just them. Like I got tagged in this TikTok the other day with this creator that was like, it's come to my attention that as a white conventionally attractive, trans, male, and skinny creator, that I'm what people think of when they think of trans people, or like they said they're the face of the community, some shit. And they were like, I want to start a trend with a bunch of people who aren't white or aren't skinny using this sound. So come on, boost it. Tell me what transness means to you. Like, I'm sorry if I sound like a bit of a dickhead, but you just finding that out now? Just now, huh? Just now. Like, homie, we been talked about this. We been talking about this. This is not something that's new. Like, what the fuck? And then the fact that they wanted to they wanted people of color to like stitch the video and stuff after, it gave me white savior. Like, I'm happy that y'all are growing as allies, I suppose. But if you're so disconnected from the discourse that you're just now realizing that white trans men are what people think of as the ideal trans person, where have you been?